This is a confessional. So, I'm going to be talking to you guys mostly about my first convention, as well as the confusion that came along with it. I decided that I would be doing my first cosplay as Blood Moon Shen from League of Legends. And this was completely new sort of territory for me, where I didn't know how to build foam armor, I didn't know how to make a mask, I didn't even know how to properly sew anything, so I just kind of ran with whatever idea popped into my head. First things first, I created an armor for both my arms as well as my shoulders that were to be painted silver, and I used 2mm foam, which was the flimsiest foam that you can possibly use for armor, and I heated it using my stove. I almost burned it one time. I got a part of it singed off pretty black, and not only that, but a lot of it didn't form properly. I never got the proper shapes when it came to forearms. I only got some of it down, maybe for just the right one, but the left one completely screwed up. And then I decided to try and build my own shoulder using tin foil, duct tape, and saran wrap. And when I did that, I thought, a good way to get the other side would be to just turn it inside out. And then try to redo it there. That did not work. I made basically two completely different shoulder pieces. Neither of them really worked, but it was the best I got. I strapped them down to myself using a lot of elastic, and the funny thing was, I never tested any of them until the actual day before the convention. After that, I decided I would build a weapon and a weapon harness for Shen, because he's got these two sort of scimitars. I decided I wanted to have it stick into my back, almost like a backpack sort of thing. Now the problem with that was, one, when you do something like that, you almost can't pull it all the way out every time, unless it's a very short blade.
Not true. You just need to have the right technique for it, really.
And two, I decided to use magnets, because I thought, I'm so clever. Out of all that effort, I would say my cosplay only lasted maybe 20 minutes when I actually got to the convention floor. Because as soon as I walked in, I had to put everything on. First thing is first, this shoulder just completely popped right off. The elastic holding it wasn't tight enough. And not only that, but as I was walking around through the convention floor, a other cosplayer just walks past me, hit the back harness that I created, and knocked off that sigil completely. And there was no way to reattach it. That was it. To be honest, that cosplay didn't even last that day. It basically blew apart and just completely imploded on itself. I don't regret anything that I did for that whole convention. It was a great learning experience because I got to see just how bad a cosplay could be, but I also got to see where my mistakes were. I needed better elastics, I needed better planning, I needed way better foam for my armor, I needed to understand how fabric actually forms on your body more properly. And I also needed to know how to build a better mask, because I built a paper mache one, and with it, I never realized how the mask should be sitting on your nose. So there's a piece of foam or paper right there that's actually just pushing down on my nose the whole time. So I talk like this. Yeah, and that's my first convention, and just how confused I really was. So, thank you.